Hey everybody, Thomas Brinsko, publisher of Bic Magazine and BicMagazine.com. I'm with my friend Patrick Jankowski. I've known for several years. You know, my favorite economist. Economy is not my top topic, but when I want to learn about it, Pat is our man. Pat is the chief economist for the Greater Houston Partnership, and wanted to ask you a couple questions about the economy while I have a chance here.
Sure.
Been seeing a lot of stuff, layoff in the technology areas, interest rates are growing, a couple bank failures. Is the United States in a recession?
No, emphatically, categorically, no, we're not in a recession. We're still seeing GDP growth. We're still seeing job growth. We're not seeing an increase in initial claims for unemployment benefits. So no, we are not in a recession.
Well, fantastic. Do you think there's a danger of it, or what would tip us over into a recession? People seem to want to talk about it a lot.
Okay, yeah, we are walking a little bit of a tightrope right now. Consumer sentiment is still strong. We're still seeing spending. The danger right now for us, it's what's happening with commercial real estate, especially with office buildings. Office buildings are coming in at a lower valuation. The loans need to roll over. Banks are not willing to roll over the loans, or they're asking for more equity. The potential is that the banks are going to start having some bad real estate loans on their books. So if that happens, they're going to have to set aside more reserves to cover those loans, and they're going to pull back on lending. And if they pull back on lending, then there's less money for hiring, less money for investment, and that could be what tips us into recession.
Trickle down from working at home technology.
Yes.
Well, what about the Houston economy in general? I know you focus on Houston being part of the Houston partnership. Seems like we always have one of the best economies in the United States. Where are we right now, and what do you see for the rest of the year?
We're doing great right now. We really are. Last year was the second best year on record for job growth. We had 145,000 jobs. Last year we had 124,000 additional residents. Part of it is moving in, part of it's the natural increase. We're still seeing an increase in broad shipments to the Port of Houston. Airport traffic is picking back up. I see nothing in Houston's future other than continued growth, at least for the next few months. The economy is doing real well in Houston right now.
Awesome, and you mentioned the port traffic being strong. The other big segment of the Houston economy that we keep a pulse on is the oil and gas business. Recently, OPEC Plus decided they were going to cut the production by a couple more million barrels a day. Prices spiked up a little bit. What do you see for the oil and gas sector in particular in the United States? And then if you have a little flavor for Houston in general, love your shot on that.
No, oil and gas should do fairly well. The Dallas Fed did a survey. 65% of the firms out there plan to increase their capital budgets this year. If you look at what the Energy Information Administration is saying, they expect oil prices to average around $80 a barrel this year. All we need is oil to stay above 60 for the industry to make profitable. If you look at the forecast, we're going to probably see production grow in the U.S. by another 500,000 barrels a day on average. I mean, it's a good time. The issue for them is, it's like everyone else, it's labor and increased costs. But right now, I do not see a downturn for the oil and gas industry this year, not for upstream.
Well, Patrick, I know you're going on stage soon. I really appreciate the time you squeezing us in. Hey, everybody, and if you're not already following us on LinkedIn and Twitter, please look us up, BicMagazine.com, and do so, and we'll see you soon.